Okay, now I'll show you how to set up the user permissions. Now that you've set up a stereo channel here with your plug-in in your premium rack right there, now you want to set it up so that nobody can mess with it. So to do that, we go into setup. We go over here to user setup. Now you'll notice here we're logged in as administrator. Administrator can do any damn thing with the console, and we'll log in as guest once we've set up the guest user. So go into user setup here. The screen you'll come across will be this tabbed screen here: preferences, user defined keys, user defined knobs, and user level. Now if you toggle this button here for guest, if I turn it off, that means the user level for administrator. All operations are permitted. That's pretty self-explanatory. So in the user level tab, and we hit for guest, this is the screen where we can selectively decide which channels and which functions the guest user can access. So at the moment, everything's green. The guest can do whatever the hell they want. We don't want that, so we're going to go clear all. Now, hitting clear all is equivalent to locking out every single piece of the console, all of it. But in this case, you probably want to still give them access to the faders and maybe even the stereo left-right fader as well. So if we hit clear all, or set all gives us all of it. If we hit clear all, we've cleared everything. And if we select channels 5 and 6 here, we can go channel 5 fader. We're going to give them just access to the fader, nothing else. And channel 6 fader. That's it. Now, if we want to give a bit more control, we could say, hit set by select. Excuse me. And yeah, let's give them access to channel 1 and channel 3 as well. And we can see that channel 1 and 3 go green, and channel 5 and 6, they're green. Now, green means we've got control, right? Now, let's turn off channel 3 and channel 1, leaving only channel 5 and channel 6 right there. Channel 5, channel 6, that's our DJ channels. Let's turn off set by select, and for channel 5, when we hit the set by select, it automatically turned on all of the individual channel processing, like the head amp control and processing, being EQ, dynamics, send levels for the individual mixes and so forth. Let's say that we don't want that, so we'll edit that to just be fader /on, channel 6, fader and the on button, right? So cool. We've effectively castrated this guest user. Let's also give them access to the stereo channel, but we'll only give them for the fader, just instead of processing. We don't want to give them anything else than that. So close that screen. And now we need to set ourselves up a password for the administrator so our guest can't come back into the administrator account. Let's just call it 1234, nice and easy for the minute. 1234. Okay, we're still the administrator, so let's hit that and let's log in as the guest. Log in. Current user change to guest. So now the guest can move channel 5 and 6 fader. I'll jump out of the setup screen, and I'll select channel 5. So we've got this up here. User defined key 4 toggles between those two views. Now, if I want to move the fader now for channel 1, look what happens. Channel 2, channel 3, nothing. And this says this operation is not allowed. So now I'm the guest, I can't do anything except move these two faders, right? If I go into the individual channel view, either with user defined 4, or if I just hit any of these keys here, so the user defined key 4, go into the EQ and I try and move the EQ, this operation is not allowed. So set that EQ up before you lock the guest, before you log in as the guest. Same with the sends, I can't change anything. This operation is not allowed. So that's how you set up